Oh, I think we're live on YouTube. Yes, we are. We have 3 people in on YouTube. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Saturn Dance Live. Me and Emrys here at the moment. Lucilla is just sorting out some tech so we can see everyone. Hope everyone is well. It's a bit of a strange day weather-wise. It's sunny one second and then overcast and cloudy the next. So we kind of got windows open, and if we're not dancing, we're feeling cold. And as soon as we're dancing, we're feeling really hot. So it's a bit strange. Sorry about the delay starting this morning. I've just had a coffee machine disaster. So the coffee hasn't actually gone in the coffee jug. It's gone all over the coffee counter. So
hello, everyone.
yeah. There we go. Drusilla's in and Kate is in, which is excellent. Not Kate, Harmony is in. Kate is in, probably. I don't know. Maybe Kate's in as well. Yeah. Ross is in as well. Is Ross's mum taking part as well as Ross? This is what we want to know. Because it does say Ross is here with his mum. So that would be very interesting. Do you think? Oh, Catherine and Debbie are in as well. Awesome. Yeah, and I know Debbie has a go.
Lovely to see you this morning.
Lovely to see you all. I think we could crack on, can't we? I might go down there and have a little tinker on the computer and see if I can put some messages on. Maddie is ready as well, which is awesome. Hello, Maddie. Welcome.
Right, while we've got people just joining us this morning, I want to just mention that I sent out an email earlier in the week asking, I sent out a little survey about, you carry on, Darren. I sent a survey out about whether you'd like to do some classes via Zoom. It's a bit more interactive. So I've had 4 responses so far, but if anyone hasn't responded to that or you haven't found the email, do either drop me a line or just go and check your junk mail folder. It'd be really great if I could get a few more responses, and we'll get hopefully up and running then with Zoom. Also, if you're not getting my email, then all the Zoom details are going to go out via email. So we are thinking of trialing that next week. Do let us know what you think, and just make sure you're on that email list. So so basically thinking of doing from next week is a Zoom classes on the video conferencing Zoom app, and that way we can see you as well as you seeing us, rather than all being just us. I'm not able to see what everyone's doing. So so please give us your feedback on that. Right, so today we're going to do a little bit of basic samba, and then we're going to carry on and we're going to recap our cha-cha routine that we did a few weeks ago, which is our gold level cha-cha routine. And we'll have a look at part 1 of that again and just recap it, see if anyone can remember it. And if we have time, we could go over both parts, but we'll just see how things go this morning. Okay, so let me just, are you ready, Darren?
No, you just crack on. I'm just seeing if I can.
You're going to just carry on with that.
I'm experimenting by trying to get more people involved. Oh, Drusilla's just said she'll do a Zoom one. It'd be lovely to see you.
Lovely. Okay, but you just need to make sure you would definitely get my email, so otherwise you won't get the invitation, you won't get passwords and everything. Okay, so what we're going to do first, we're going to do basic level samba. So if you've never done any samba before, this is absolutely fine for you. Okay, we're going to go right from the very start over everything. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to have our feet together. I'll place away from the camera so you can see. We're going to have our feet together like this, and our first step is going to be backwards on the right foot. 1 tap, tap, like that, and then forward on the left foot. Forward, tap, tap. Okay, I'm going to show you very slowly without any of the technique, and then we'll go with the technique as well. Okay, so to start with, we've got a step back. Okay, this is the girl steps. Okay, so the girl step back to start with, back, and then we're going to go close and close. So you've got 2 closes, and then you're forward, left, forward, close, close, back, close, close, forward, close, close. If you're doing boy steps, you're going to do what Emrys is doing. He's going to do the forward left one first. It's the same steps, but you'll just do your forward one first. So you'll go forward left, tap, tap, back right, tap, tap, forward left, tap, tap, back right, tap, tap. Okay? So it's exactly the same. So I think what we'll do is we'll just do it all together on the same foot for this week. We can always swap round next week, can't we? So you've got everyone going back on your right, and 1 tap, tap, 2 tap, tap, 3 tap, tap, 4 tap, tap. Now, samba is very bouncy. So we're going to do bouncing up and down. We're going to bend our knees. Okay? When I say bouncing, we're not actually jumping, but we're going to do bending our knees up and down like this. Okay? So bend, 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 bend. Okay? And that, we're going to do that at the same time as doing our steps. So that is the challenge. So we're going to bend, and then as we step back, we're going to straighten our legs. 1. So we go up and over, and then down. So you're going up, down, and doing your step at the same time. And 1. And then as you close your feet, you're going to do another bounce up and down. So you're going to put your foot in and just put the toe on the floor, and then straighten that leg up, down, like that. So it's just, I've got the heel up there. You can do the same as you go forward. You're going to go up, down, up and over. 1, and then just the toe on the floor, and up, down. 1, up, down, and 2, up, down, and 3, up, down, and 4, up, down. So if you've never done any samba before, it does feel a bit weird to start with, because you've got this stepping going on at the same time as bending your knees like this, okay? Do this direction this time. So we're going to go, and 1, up, down, 2, up, down, 3, up, down, 4, up, down. Okay? Bending those knees up and down every step. Okay, I'll do it sideways again. Ready, and 1, up, down, 2, up, down, 3, up, down, 4, up, down. Right, so we're doing this bending of your knees all the time. Okay, it really starts to get you there when you do it. If you're doing it right, you'll start to feel it in your knees. Okay, because you're bending those knees all of the time. The trickiest part that people find is when they're closing their feet and just putting the toe down, push up and down. So you'll see my foot comes up off the floor, my other foot. And my heel stays up like this. Back. Up, down. Hello. So that's the trickiest part. So let's just try that again. We're going to do it. Ready, and 1, up, down, 2, up, down, 3, up, down, 4, up, down. Okay? So you've got a little feeling like we're going up and over a very small barrier. So there's a tissue box here that Darren's getting for me, so you can't really see on the floor, but you're going to go, so you're going up and over it, and then up and over it like that. Okay, stepping over each time. So it's that lovely feeling going up and over it. Okay, so cover that.
I'd like to know who's got creaky knees. Is it Debbie or is it Catherine? Who's got creaky knees? Because I know my knees click and your knees click a little bit, don't they? My knees are pretty
creaky as well. So we'll try that one more time. Okay, so that's the up and over part is quite hard, and then the closing part where you've just got your toe on the floor, and then you're going to push up to a straight leg, and the other leg just lifts up. Okay, like that. All right, and that's the tricky bit as well with samba. So we'll try that again.
Did my knees click then?
I did actually, yeah. So let's try that. So we're going back. So if you're dancing this, if you've got a partner with you, then one of you can dance the leader steps and one of you can dance the follow-away steps, okay? Otherwise, just if you're a girl, do the girl steps, and if you're a boy, do the leader steps, all right? So followers and girls are going back on our right, and the boys, left. Leaders are going forward left. Ready, and 1, tap, tap, 2, tap, tap, 3, tap, tap, 4, tap, tap. Keep going. 1, tap, tap, 2, tap, tap, 3, tap, tap, 4. One more time. 1, tap, tap, 2, tap, tap, 3, tap, tap, 4, tap, tap. Good, lovely. So
I'm very sorry, I missed the beginning. Have you mentioned samba bounce?
I have.
Excellent. Okay,
We're
cool.
talking about bounce quite a lot.
I missed the beginning. Sorry.
We've been talking about bending, straightening the knees, going
Cool.
up and over.
Half a beat for each.
So we have one more thing which you have to put in, okay? And at the moment we're doing quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow without time, which is not quite correct. We're actually going to syncopate it, okay? So we're going to do 3/4 quarter time, okay? I'll show you what I mean. 1, a 2, 1, a 2. So that means that those little tap taps are actually a lot quicker. And that step, the first step is a bit slower, and then the 2 taps together is a bit quicker. So rather than going 1 and 2, 2 and 2, we're going to go 1, a 2, 2, a 2, 3, a 2, 4, a 2. So it's a little bit more syncopated. I'll try it. I'll try it from a different angle.
And to make them even more complicated, you're not going to stop bouncing either.
You've got to still keep bouncing, okay?
So the bounce action is nice and even. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. So you're straightening on the and bending on the number. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1. So you're doing that all the time, and then you've got this awkward little 3/4 quarter 1 beat as you're dancing the steps.
So let's do it the other way. So
It's enough to make your head explode. So if I dance it this way, they can see me do it this way. They can see you do it that way.
okay.
Yeah.
Ready? And 1, a 2, 2, a 2, 3, a 2, 4, a 2. Keep going. A 2, 2, a 2, 3, a 2, 4, a 2. Okay. If you've never done any samba before, just try and get the steps to start with, and then if you start to put a bit of bounce in, brilliant. Okay, but for now, just do 1 tap tap, 2 tap tap, 3 tap tap, 4 tap tap. Okay, stick with that because it does tend to explode your head slightly, the samba.
Have a little look at that comment there. That's fabulous. Debbie's comment, it could be counted 1 creak creak, 2 creak creak, 3 creak creak. Yeah, it could very much be, couldn't it? It could very much be. Now I find the samba rhythm much easier with a bit of music.
Let's try some music now.
So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to add a nice samba, and hopefully we're not going to be kicked out. Oh no, do you know what? I haven't got a nice samba on here. It's on the iPad. Okay, well that's just use what we got.
That water tastes really weird.
Does it? Weird water. It's just water.
It's horrible.
I can feel my calves working. I should hope so, Priscilla. Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
fresh water.
Right, we're going to slow this down. Right. Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 1, a 2, 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 1, a 2. Cool. So I might do lady steps, you do men steps. How's that? Oh, okay, well, we still about 1, 2, 3, and 1, a 2, 1, a 2, 1, a 2, 1, a 2. Keep the bounce going as well.
1 tap tap, 2 tap tap, 3 tap tap, 4 tap tap, 1 tap tap, 2 tap tap, 3 in quite quick. 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 1, 2, 3,
1, a 2, 2, a 2, 3, a 2, 4, a 2, 1, a 2, 1, a 2, 1, a 2, 1, a 2. Awesome.
Yeah, you can feel it down
Yeah,
here.
should be able to
And
feel
on
that.
the top of your legs here.
Definitely should
If
be able
you're
to feel
doing it
that.
right, then you'll definitely start to feel those muscles aching.
Right. Crack on, do some more. I'm going to try and see if I can.
Harmony just asked me after Ethan. Ethan's fine. He just had a little bit of a wobbly last class, and he's cheered up now, and he's gone off to play some Lego, so he's fine.
Yeah, he's all right.
He's fine.
He's all right. Yeah.
You know what cheers him up? Is making rude noises. You know, if you blow like that into the crook of your elbow, have you tried that? You can make rude sounding noises, and he thought that was hilarious. So that's cheered him up with treats. So we have another bit to put in here, and we're going to do some whisks. Okay? So whisks are a sideways movement. So we're going to go sideways, and then we're going to tap behind like this. Tap, and then replace. Sideways, tap, 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 replace. Now, when we teach these basics and whisks, people usually find the whisks easier than the basics, because the basics you've got to coordinate which foot's going forward and tapping twice and closing, and that can really be confusing. Whereas the whisks are actually a little bit easier. Okay, so the whisk, we're just going to make sure that we're crossing behind, but not too far. So don't go over there somewhere. You're just going to cross just behind your other foot. Okay, so your knees don't cross past each other. So you're going to just cross behind again onto the toe. Okay, tap and replace. So to start with, just get the steps. 1, tap, tap, side, 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 tap, tap. Okay? Once we've got the steps, we're going to put the bounce in. It's exactly the same technique as the basics. Okay? So we're going to put this bounce in, up and down with your knees, and we're going to do up and over, side, and as we do the tap, it's just the toe that goes on the floor. We lift up and then drop down again. Lift and drop. So side over the top, side, lift and drop. Up, down, 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 lift and drop. 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2. Good, well done. So, again, same timing as the basics. We've got that syncopated timing. So it's all the same technique that we've got. So now we're building out slowly. We're doing the steps. 1, tap, tap. 2, tap, tap. If that's all you can get, stick with that, okay? If you've got it, start to put the bounce in. 1, tap, tap. 2, tap, tap. 3, tap, tap. 4, tap, tap. If you've got the steps and you've got the bounce, now put the syncopated timing in. 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 1, 2, 3.
1, 3.
1, 2, 3, 2.
Does anyone want to help Lucilla with some counting?
It's going to go 1 and 2. It's going to go 1 and 2, and then I can shoot to 3.
Yeah.
It's going to go 1 and 2, 2 and 3.
Could anyone advise us which number comes after 1? We're having problems here at Saturn Dance HQ.
I can't seem to fall.
Where's oh, you now falling asleep as well?
No, I'm not falling asleep. I just can't count.
Oh, I'm just
Wait.
sleepy still. I am. I'm just gone. So there we go. So should we try and put basics and whisks together now?
Let's give this a go, okay? So, I've done the girl steps going to the left. 1, 2, 2, 2. If you're doing boy steps, you're going to do going to the right first. Exactly the same steps, but the other way first. So you'll go to the right to start with. So that when you dance with a partner, you stay with your partner and you don't end up going different directions.
Left first for lead.
Is that a question?
No, statement.
Okay. So it's the right
For you.
foot for me.
Left for me.
And we're going to do 4 basics followed by 4 whisks. You want to go in the middle?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Ready?
Centre, buddy.
And 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, a 2, 4, to the side, 1, a 2, 2, a 2, 3, a 2, 4, a 2.
Have you mentioned with the whisk that we don't need massive cross of the foot?
I have.
You have mentioned that, as I missed that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Have you mentioned that you stay parallel to part, you don't turn and open out?
That, no.
Because that can sometimes be a result of this huge crossing step there on a whisk. So when you do the whisk, as Lucilla's already mentioned, I missed it, sorry, I was tinkering. I'm trying to improve things. I promise, I'm trying to improve things. So as I go sideways, when I cross now with the right foot, we're not going to move this foot past in a big action there. It's just coming to there. And now that keeps me in line with my partner there, okay? So now I'm going to keep that nice and square to partner. I don't, at the moment, want to move all the way out and around the corner like that, okay? So we've got to be a bit careful.
I think she said it's trying to help me can. You said what comes after 2, and she said 7.
Do you know what? My eyesight's going because I saw question mark. Thinking, oh, what's wrong, Drusilla? Something's gone wrong. I just need to clean my glasses.
She's clearly as confused as me about counting. I'm struggling to count to 3. There we go.
Well, no problem counting to 3. It's just you're missing one of the numbers.
As a dance teacher, you only really need to count to 4.
Yeah.
Or sometimes to 8.
Unless you're a salsa teacher, then you need 8.
Then you
but
only
you just miss number
1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7.
Oh yeah, you miss number 4, you miss number 8. Yeah, unless if you're a salsa teacher.
So we're going to do 4 basics, 4 whisks. All right, so let's try it. So we're going to do it a couple of times and then go a little bit quicker. Okay? Right. Would you move slightly, Emma? Because otherwise, when I do my whisk, I'm just going to go out.
I come this way as well.
There we go. Perfect. In the middle. There we are.
Front and centre.
Ready and basic. And 2, a 2, 3, a 2, 4 to the side. 1, a 2, 2, a 2, 3, a 2, 4. Start again. 1, a 2, 2, a 2, 3, a 2, 4 to the side. 1, a 2, 2, a 2, 3, a 2, 4, a 2. Lovely. Good. So I don't know if you've noticed, but when I'm dancing it, I'm not making a lot of noise with my feet. Okay, I'm going to land nice and softly onto a toe. Okay, so if you're getting everything, you're getting all the steps. Okay, you're getting the bounce and you're getting the syncopated timing, then start thinking about your feet and landing softly. Okay, so you don't want to be doing.
Oh no.
Okay, don't want to be making any noise. Land nice and gently. 1, a 2, 2, a 2 onto the ball of your foot.
Okay, then this is the new counting. this is harmony. Let's go.
3, 6, 1, 7, 2, 8, 0, 9, 5, 1, 0. Thank you. That's cleared it up for me. So I'm going to go 3, a 2, 6, a 2, 1, a 2, 7, a 2.
Depending on where you are in the series, depends on what comes after 1. So at the beginning of the series, it's either 7, and at the end of the series, it's 0. So yeah. Now, while we're having a little bit of a break, I've set up YouTube slightly differently this week.
Right.
So if anyone's on YouTube, see if you can comment. Just have a little play. Just tap in hello and say who you are. Because we got
ability to chat now, is there?
I don't know. We might.
We have a box for comments.
Yeah, there's a box for comments.
Didn't appear last time.
If you're on YouTube and watching, and there should be at least 6 of you, have a little tinkle on the keys. Just say hello, or this is rubbish, or
this is rubbish.
Get on with the dancing. No, don't say this is rubbish. Well,
Darren, stop talking.
Yeah. Now, should we try that with a bit of music?
Yes. Let's give it a go. Nice and slow, I think.
Let me just slow it down a bit. Was it too quick last time?
This is beginner's samba now, so.
Or very good technique lesson, depending.
Yes, but it means we can work on our.
Knees in. I need to put that back at the beginning. That's going to run out otherwise. All right, here we go. Oh, we have got a comment. Bethan says hello. Hello, Bethan.
Hey, it's working.
Okay.
It's
always nice.
4 basics, 4 whisks, and then we'll start again, okay? Oh, I've got one thing to say before we start. Sorry. I should have mentioned this I should have mentioned this earlier. Just for now, we're going to restart. We will, next week we'll go on. Yeah, next week we'll go on and we'll do the next bit. But for now, we're just going to do the 4 basics. 2, 3, 4. Forwards, 1, 2, 3, 4. When we're starting again, if you're doing the girls' steps, your foot is already behind, and then you need to go backwards. So it's a little bit awkward. It's not what we'd normally do in our routine, but it's just for today to start again. So that means you've got this foot crossed behind in the whisk position, and then you've got to go backwards into a basic. Okay, so just watch out for that. It is a little bit awkward.
Drusilla's had to just lock her cat out of the room. Yeah, we found that cats don't do very well at samba, but apparently one of the cats in the previous class, in the Rosette class, did really well at the military two-step.
I would love to have seen that.
So there you go. Anyway, you go now?
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Sorry, that's right. Let's try
Cat 5, 6, 7, and 1, a 2, 1, a 2, 1, a 2. Now we're whisking sideways. 1, a 2, 1, a 2, 1, a 2, 1, a 2, and basics. 2, a 2, and 3, a 2, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, and now again we go 1, a 2, 2, a 2, and 3, a 2, and 4, sideways, 1, a 2, 2, a 2, and 3. One more time, last one. 1, 2, 2, a 2, 3, a 2, and sideways, 1, a 2, 2, a 2, 3, a 2, 4, 2.
Yeah, that's that, isn't it?
That is quite slow. We run up.
So next week we'll put the next bit in. And
Another comment.
Now we've done any samba before. This is our samba routine that we usually do for your first one dance test.
I think that must be Alice.
Ah.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Easy, he says.
Oh,
Easy.
lovely.
I know the steps there, if you've done them before, they're really straightforward and nothing terribly difficult if you've done it before. But I know Lucilla mentioned an awful lot of technique which happens all the way through your samba. You need this samba bounce to make it characteristic of the samba. You need to get these this hip action and the timing right as well. So if it is easy steps, go back to the beginning of the video later on when we finished and listen to all the technique, get all the technique. The good thing about these videos is you can watch them and 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 pull out the little threads every single time, add another little bit, get the technique right.
So I think we'll leave the samba there for this week and we'll do a little bit more of that next week. We did a gold cha-cha routine a few weeks ago.
I might need you to.
And I just wanted to go over that because it's probably long ago enough that everyone's forgotten it, and it is quite a nice little routine. So let's go over that. All right. So this is more advanced. Have a go. If you're not at gold level, don't worry. Have a go anyway. But just bear in mind this is quite tricky stuff. So if you don't get it, don't worry about it. Okay.
Have some fun with it.
Just have some fun with it. Okay. So
I'm gonna have some fun with it.
Now I think about it, I think rumble walks could be the closest to catwalk.
Rumble walks, like a catwalk. Yeah, I think cats do walk a little bit like a rumble walk, don't they? Yeah. So do you remember the first thing that we did was a ronde chassé? So we're going to do cross in front, replace, and then do a little circle with your toe pointed to the back. Okay, so you're doing like that, but it's quick. 2, 3. You end up in a Latin cross position. 4 and 1. So this is called a ronde chassé. So you're going to cross in front. 2, 3. Do the ronde. That's the ronde part. You cross behind. You put just the toe down. Then you're going to slip sideways, and then take a side step on the end. Small one. Okay, I'll show you sideways. 2, 3, 4, and 1. Okay, making sure you're straightening those legs. All right, so let's try that again. So I'll do it from because I'm doing it on my left foot, okay? It doesn't actually matter. If you want to do it mirror image, that's absolutely fine with this routine. It doesn't make any difference. This is for individuals. So 2, 3, 3, 4, and 1. All right, so let's try that again. I just say that whatever foot you start on, just if you're going to do mirror image, do it all the way through. Okay, if you're going to follow us. Should we just do it facing?
Either way.
All the way through. Yeah, we did last time, didn't we? So we're going to do 2, 3, 4, and 1. Then we do a back replace. Back, replace. Now we're going to do a hip twist chassis. So this is probably the trickiest part of the whole routine. The hip twist chassis is going to come through to there. So you've got a little twist in your hips. Tiny step, 4 and 1. Okay, so you can do back replace and 4 and 1. So you're just doing a half close there and then to the side. All right, so let's put both of those together. So you got forward into the ronde chassé to start with. 2, 3, 4 and 1. Back, replace, hip twist, 4 and 1. Okay, now any of these chassis can be substituted with just a normal cha-cha chassis, but do it very small. Okay, so you can just do 2, 3, cha-cha-cha, 2, 3, cha-cha-cha. Okay,
little mini chassis.
Little mini chassis. So if you're struggling, just put normal chassis in. Okay, here we go. Ready and ronde chassis, 4 and 1. Hip twist chassis, 4 and 1. Lovely. And again. Ready and ronde chassis, 4 and 1. Hip twist chassis, 4 and 1. We're going to do a time step then. Time step is where you close your feet, close.
I thought you said a tiny step.
Tiny
little steps. Tiny little steps.
He's lost it. The coffee's finally kicking in.
I don't. Yeah. It's my hearing. I'm falling apart. My hearing and my eyesight. I thought number 7 was a question mark.
It's okay. I think you've just gone a bit squiffy from too much caffeine.
I'm angry at my coffee machine for spilling coffee all over the counter.
You're having problems with it this morning, aren't
Yeah,
you?
we're not friends this morning, me and my coffee machine.
3 times you had to set it off before it did it correctly.
The first time it was my fault, I gotta be honest.
But yeah, but this out of 4 times, 3 times have gone wrong.
Yeah.
This morning.
I'm very cross.
So yes, he's not happy with his coffee machine this morning. Anyway, time step, not tiny step. So the time step is
in a fortnight.
close, cha, cha, cha. Okay? So we're going to do it syncopated. So we're doing, so we've got after the hip twist chassis, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, cha, cha, cha. So we're delaying that timing now.
You're holding for half a beat.
We're going to put the wapa-cha timing in, which I love.
Wapa-cha. The best word in dancing.
Wapa-cha is where you delay, instead of going 2, 3, cha, 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 you'll hold for 2, and then you go and 3, cha, cha, cha. Okay? But if you say wapa-cha, you can't actually say it in a normal voice, I found. I mean, Helen found this. You have to kind of shout it. You have to go wapa-cha. Well, I do anyway. Just me? Okay, let's carry on. So, from the beginning, we're going to do our ronde chassis. 2, 3, 4, and 1. Hip twist chassis. And 4, and 1, 2, and 3. Cha, cha, cha. Lovely. And again.
Keep dancing. Someone's commenting up here and saying hello and stuff.
Okay, so let's do it again.
Yeah, it's Alice saying thanks.
Let's try again. Ready and ronde chassis, 4 and 1. Hip twist chassis, 4 and 1, 2 and 3. Cha cha cha. Awesome. Okay, so if you have got these steps and you're finding it easy, then make sure that you're doing proper technique. Okay, putting your toes down first. Straightening those legs lovely and getting the hips settling, okay? So work on that if you've got these steps, all right? If you're just still struggling to get the steps, just get the steps first. Don't worry about the technique until later, okay? See, Helen's with me.
Shouting Wapacha.
Shouting Wapacha.
Yeah, you can't say it quietly, can you?
Me and others have had whole conversations where the only word is Wapacha.
Yeah, it's a great word. It's the best word in dancing. If anyone else out there knows a better word than Wapacha, and it's dance related, I'd like to know what it is.
Let's try it again from the beginning. So, rondo chassé. And 2, 3, 4, and 1. Hip twist chassé. 4, and 1, 2, and 3. Cha, cha, cha. And then we did a Cuban break on the end. 2, and 3, and 4, and 1.
Not split, normal ones, yeah?
Normal, not split. Okay, we did split one later in the routine. But
I did a split one then.
No, we're just going to do a normal. So the Cuban break, I'll show you from the side. We're going to cross in front. Then you pick up the back foot and just put it down again, exactly where it is, like that.
Just the toe.
Just the toe. Heel stays up. Okay. Front leg needs to be straight. And then you're going to do to the side. Again, this one's straight. Pick up your other foot, pick it up, put it back down on the floor where it is, just the toe. So 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. Oh, you're confused about it, Emma? Which foot is the toe?
No. You're all doing
different ways.
Different ways.
Oh, it's very confusing.
It's because some people might find it beneficial if I dance with the back to the camera, and they might find it beneficial if Lucilla's dancing facing the camera. So we're doing it both ways.
It's
so
confusing now. It's confusing to know which one to copy, isn't it? So come and dance next to me. Copy me. You got a squiggly brain as well.
My brain is always squiggly.
Saturday morning, I think it went this morning in the family today. So we're going to do, just ignore Daddy, he's going to do it the other way around. Okay? So we're going to do 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. Okay? If you're getting these steps, okay, you get a little bit of a hip tick in this. And what I mean by hip tick is that you're settling the hip, 1, and then you do it, settling the hip that way. So you end up with it kind of going like that with a hip. Tick, tick, tick. That's what I mean. Okay, so we're going to try that. So we go 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. Okay?
Straight leg on the end.
Both of them straight?
Yeah.
Both of them straight. So
yeah.
2,
we're changing on the end, aren't we?
And 4, and change. Hip goes over, both legs straight.
Yeah. Because there is a change there, isn't there?
It's a change.
Yeah.
It's a change of weight.
Yeah, definitely straight leg.
From here, this is part 1. We're going to start again with all of part 1, and then next week we'll go on to part 2. Okay?
Okay.
So we've got
from the beginning.
From the beginning, rondo chassé to start with. Ready? And 2, 3, 4, and 1. Hip twist chassé. 4, and 1, 2, and 3. Cha cha cha. Cuban break. 2, and 3, and 4, and chain. 2. Beginning. 3, 4, and 1. Hip twist chassé. 4, and 1, 2, and 3. Cha cha cha. Cuban break, and 4, and 1. If you have got that, then well done. That's super. Especially if you've never done anything gold level before. Excellent job. Okay? If you are gold level or above, I would like you to concentrate on getting that lovely footwork and knees straight, okay? But also, let's get the arms up, okay?
Alice has just said, me confused.
Oh, Alice, this is tricky. Yeah, this is gold level now. This is much harder than anything else you've done before, okay?
Should we try it without the ronde and the hip twist chassis, just normal chassis?
Right, so if you just do normal chassis,
yeah.
So you go 2, 3, cha, 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 2, 3, cha, 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 2, and 3, cha, 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 2, and 3, and 4, and 1.
If we do that the other way around, because that's basically basic cha-cha basics.
Cha-cha basics.
With a time step and a Cuban break.
So, you cross in front to start with the left.
Left foot forward.
2, 3.
Normal chassis.
Little chassis.
Backwards.
2, 3.
Normal chassis.
Little chassis. 2, and 3. Cha, cha, cha. Cross in front and cross in front. Okay? That's the simplified version. All right, so.
Oh, Debbie, you just stepped on your own
Oh
toe.
no. Do you know, I've
That's
done
the
that
worst.
before. And also, if I'm in front of a class and I step on my own toe, I'm like, that really hurts, but I really don't want to admit to anyone that I'm the teacher and I just stepped on my own foot.
The other thing is, if you step on your own toe, you've got no one else to blame, and it's hurts, it's humiliating. You can't blame anyone.
I know.
That's really awful.
You do have our sympathy.
Yeah.
We've been there.
Yeah.
Let's do that again.
We've all done it. I think now, Debbie, you can officially say you're a dancer. You have an official dance injury. Yeah, you are officially now a dancer. There's no doubt about that now. That's the thing to be added onto your CV.
Yeah,
dancer.
Someone else stepping on your toe is like one rite of passage, and then
stepping
on your own toe
foot.
is another rite of passage, I reckon.
I think you got a few people laughing at that one. Yeah, that's very true. Actually, Debbie seems to be getting a lot of hugs and loves there.
Yeah.
Oh no, poor toe. Should we try this again? Are we doing the? Do you want me to do the simple version?
Okay, yeah.
If I do the simple
Down
version.
to the simple version.
That's all I
I'll
can
do the
manage.
advanced. I'll do the advanced version. Okay, so if you're doing the simple version, watch Darren. If you're going to do the gold level advanced version, watch me. Okay.
Here we go.
I am going to call the gold level one though.
That's fine.
Okay, so I'm going to do grande chassis to start with.
I'm just making it more confusing.
Let's all do the same direction for now, otherwise it is going to be too confusing. So, arms up as well, okay? Head up, stretching up beautifully, okay? Stretching through here, making your back really long as well, so you're not arching your back. You're going to make it your back flat and your front flat, okay? So here we go. Ready? And 2, 3, ronde, 4 and 1. Hip twist chassis, 4 and 1, 2 and 3. Cuban breaks, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1.
I can't have my arms up because I'm sort of blocking everybody's view. Sorry, son.
Let's just talk about arms for a minute, because if you have them up, you're not just going to keep them there like this the whole way through. They are going to move, okay? And what's going to happen is you're going to stretch. So you're going to stretch your body, this hip to that shoulder, and your arm's going to extend, okay? So you've got that going on. So that's a very quick run through what the arms should be. So what happens then is as you cross in front, it's going to be opposite elbow, okay? So you end up like this. So that's position and then that position, okay? So I could do a whole lesson just on arms, but I'm just going to mention it really quickly today. And then maybe another day we'll go over laughing arms.
Maybe that's something for Zoom. Because
Yeah,
we can see arms then, can't we?
Yeah. So, arms up, okay? And for now, if you've never done this level of routine before, arms up and just leave them there, that's fine, okay? But for Drusilla and Nia and people who've done a bit more, bit more demanding, try and get these movements of the elbow coming in and the other arm extending out. So you've got 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, cha cha cha. Cuban breaks again. Opposite elbow.
The arms switching.
I switch the arms at that point.
Keep them nice and fluid.
So let's do it again from the beginning. All right there?
Drusilla, I've never done gold level. Yes, you have.
You're a gold bar, or is it gold star?
Gold star. Gold
That's
bar
way
now.
above gold level.
And Nia's feeling the pressure. You need some coffee. Don't have a coffee machine though, because it's very annoying.
Let's go from the beginning. We can do it a little bit quicker. Here we go. Ready? And 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3. Cha cha cha. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Start again. Ronde 4 and 1.
I can't do it.
Hip twist chassis 4 and 1. I thought you were doing the basic.
I am. I can't do the
And
basic anymore.
cha cha cha. Cuban break and 4 and 1.
My head is switched on to what you're saying, and you're saying it, and I'm doing it, and I can't turn that off. Let's go again, so I can do the basic. I can do the easy version.
I love it. I'm so advanced. I can't even do the basic version.
Sounds really arrogant. Coffee, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
I tried to do the basic version. I had to make it more advanced.
I couldn't do it very simply. Let's go again. Let's do it easy.
Okay.
You
Right?
do yours, I do mine.
Okay.
Right, I'm ignoring you now.
And 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, cha cha cha, 2 and 3, cha cha cha, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Was that easy when I wasn't calling the names of the steps?
No. My head hurts now.
We're going to do this as music. Can you learn some music?
I'll learn some music.
We'll do it one more. While you learn it out, we're going to do it one more time with a little bit quicker. Here we go. Ready? And 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, cha cha cha, 2 and 3, cha cha cha, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. I've got a little shadow behind you now. You can see anything except your feet.
Okay, music's ready.
Okay, let's do it.
So, my mum has just said I'm having a bad day talking. Yeah, I am. I am. But she recommends more coffee. No,
I don't think that's the answer.
that's not the
this
answer.
morning.
Because I'm going to get cross with the machine.
4 cups of coffee you tried to make this morning, and only one of them has actually worked and hasn't like spilled on the floor. And then you made an instant coffee, which you drank.
That was easy.
I don't know how many cups of coffee you've actually managed to drink, but I know you've tried to. Quite a lot of you. 5.
I think I probably had 5 cups of coffee.
More coffee is not the answer.
No.
Jason, I think
You said around because I should have Red Bull. No way. No, that's not a good idea. We got a tree in the garden. I'll be sitting on the top of the tree swinging. But anyway.
Let's do this.
Like an orangutan on top of the tree. All right.
Here we go. Oh, I should mention, we're not going 1, 2, 3, cha cha cha. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and go on 2.
Okay.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, cha cha cha. 2, 3, cha cha cha. 2 and 3, cha cha cha. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. That is a lot quicker than we've just been practicing it.
Just 30%. It's slow.
That's so Right, I'm going to have 80%. We'll speed it up gradually, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, cha cha cha, 2 and 3, cha cha cha, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1.
It's slower. It just slowed down automatically on its own. Yeah, because you went off time then. And again, let's go again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, cha cha cha, 2 and 3, cha cha cha, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Start again. 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, cha cha cha, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1.
All right, Mom.
Can you do it quicker now?
You do it quicker.
Yeah, slowly. Let's speed it up gradually.
All right, here we go.
Okay, so count to 1, 2, 4, 1, and then we'll go on 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2 and 3, cha cha cha, 2 and 3 and 4, and start again. 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, cha cha cha, 2 and 3, cha cha cha, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I'm still not getting the easy version right. There we go.
Okay, so it's amazing. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, cha cha cha, 2 and 3, cha cha cha, 2 and 3 and 4. Oh, it's finished.
It's finished. It's quite a short one. Should we try that again?
Just catch the breath.
Helen reckons you look amazing, Emrys. Yeah. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and cha cha cha. 2, 3, cha cha cha. 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 again. 2, 3, cha cha cha. 2, 3, 4 and 1. And 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Cha cha cha. 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and again. Last time. Cha cha cha. cha-cha-cha. 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Cool.
Alice says her room is not big enough and it's very fast. Keep the steps really, really small. Okay? Teeny tiny steps, okay? Because otherwise you're going to be doing cha-cha-cha into a wall, okay?
Yeah.
Tiny cha-cha-cha, little wee steps.
Or ask mum and dad to knock a wall out.
Cha-cha-cha.
What do you reckon?
Cha-cha-cha. 2, 3. I don't think that's going to work for this morning's class.
No, not maybe for next week. So what do you reckon? Do you reckon mum and dad will allow them to take a wall out?
I don't think so, not this
No, okay.
time. No, probably not.
Maybe not the
Probably
best.
like the house the way it is.
Not the best recommendation.
Also, they might have neighbours right next door, and if they knock a wall out, they just go to the neighbour's house.
Neighbours could join in. Drusilla, your legs are getting old. Don't be daft.
He's a lot older than you, and he can do it. It's true. You
It
can't
is true.
deny it.
I am over double your age, and I'm still dancing. You know? Yeah. I turned 18 and my legs have stopped working.
Oh dear, it's downhill from
No, it's downhill from here on in. Yeah. Hair goes grey, starts falling out. Do you know what? It's cheered me up talking to you, Pear, on you, Drusilla, and I do miss talking to you, Pear. I miss everyone, but you and Pear, you make me giggle a lot on a Saturday morning. Quality. You Pear need a television show of your own. Quality. Right then. So I'm glad you've had people able to comment on YouTube as well. That makes it much more interactive.
Yeah. So we are going to trial these Zoom classes next week. I will send out a timetable and passwords via email. Make sure you or your parents are getting those emails. There was a questionnaire sent out, a little survey, it's like a 2-minute questionnaire. There's a link in one of the emails that I sent. I think I sent it on Tuesday.
Bye, Mum. Mum's going.
So, have a look at that. Answer my questions, because I've got a couple of questions about how familiar you are with Zoom and what time of day or what day of the week would be best. So do get the survey back to me if you can, and I will be sending out the timetable on Monday. If
anyone wants to, if you've never used it before, if anyone wants to use Zoom before we do a class, so you're familiar with it, just send us a message, let us know, and then we can run through it. We'll invite you to a meeting, we can go through the screen, and we can show you where things are, and we can run through things like that. So we can do that as well.
Yeah, we can have a trial. Yeah.
No problem at all with that. On that note, guys, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure. I think Lucilla's done very well this morning. I was awful. My head's in a cloud for some reason.
It'll be okay.
I just had to argue with a coffee machine, and I think that's distracted me a lot. I'm now going to go and have another argument with a coffee machine. Tell him who's boss. What's Debbie saying? Fab. We both enjoyed it again this morning. Thanks. You're very welcome, Debbie. Hopefully next time we will get to see your dancing on a Zoom lesson. Classes back to normal Monday, Wednesday, Friday next week.
Normal classes. So it's just the children's classes we're going to try on the Zoom.
It's fast. Okay. No. I think that was a no to taking the wall down.
Like I said.
Yeah. All right. Okay. That was worth a possibility, worth a shout. And what's been said up there? Thank you. See you next week from Harmony.
Lovely to see you all.
Lovely to see you all. Take care, everyone.
Best
wishes.
Bye.
Be safe.